Hi, you guys. Before I get into the pattern review, I had to come here and say thank you. After I posted the pattern review last week with the life update at the end, the response and the love that you guys poured out to me was absolutely overwhelming. I thank you so much for reaching out to me, for commenting here, for sending me private messages to let me know how my sharing affected you. And I am blown away because there have been times when I've wanted to share my heart, but wondered if it's too much, if people are tired of hearing it. Because I've been sharing about my journey for the last 3 years now. And there are times when I wonder if people are tired of hearing it. But then I'm reminded who I'm doing it for. Number one, I am doing it for God. When God puts a prompting on my heart to share, I must obey. Number two, I'm doing it for myself because it is actually therapeutic for me when I share these things. And then what I am finding, what I am experiencing through the sharing is that it is actually helping you. Some of you are reaching out to me, sharing your stories and telling me how my sharing, my truth, is helping to encourage and uplift you. So I must remember, and I do always go ahead and share, even after I feel a little bit reserved about whether I should do it or not. I do go ahead and share because I want to honor God. I want to, help to improve my journey of healing. And, I just feel like if I continue to be true to God and myself, then you are going to benefit from that too. So thank you again. And if you have something on your heart, if God is putting a message on your heart, a word of encouragement on your heart, and you're feeling reserved about sharing it out of fear that people may not want to hear it or that you'll get negative feedback or whatever, I say to you, do it. Share what is on your heart because you never know who may need to hear your word. There are people out there who need to hear from you. So allow yourself to step into your vulnerability and put yourself out there and just do it. If there's a prompting from God, your obedience to Him will be a great benefit to others. So I say go with it. And with that being said, let's get into the pattern review. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel for those of you who are returning. If you are new here, visiting for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Anita with Anita by Design, and here on my YouTube channel, you will find step-by-step, very detailed sew-alongs, tutorials, and pattern reviews to help you with your sewing projects. Today, I have a pattern review for you. I will be reviewing McCall's 7812. And I've sewn view A, this cute little top with the ruching down the center front. And I'm going to share all of the details with you in the review. Now, while at the time of this recording, a lot of us are on lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And we're not really getting dressed up to go anywhere. So I think I made this top around the beginning of March 2020, and my purpose was to just sew a lot of comfortable separates so that I can lounge around the house and look cute and not be in sweats and t-shirts all the time. And this is also part of my plan from, I think, a year or two ago, where I was starting to sew with a purpose, which I needed more separates in my wardrobe. So anyway, I said all of that to say that this is one of the reasons I made the top. So I'm gonna share with you in case you have this pattern, or if you want to go out and purchase this pattern to make some separates for yourself, to look nice and cute and casual while you're staying at home. Okay, let's get into the pattern review. What immediately drew my attention to this pattern is the ruching down the center front. I think that is such a cute design detail, and I chose to sew view A because of the length. I'm not a fan of view B because it's a crop top, and then view C has a peplum, and I knew I didn't want that. A view A would look nice with a pair of nice casual knit pants, and it looks really good with my jeans, so it's a perfect fit. Now, this is not something that I usually do, but before sewing the top, I decided to plan it out. So I used the Soul Planet Planner by My Daily Threads, and I'll put a link in the description box below if you want to go and check out her website. She puts out a planner every year, so you can catch it next year. But I decided to plan it out and write all the details and put swatches in the planner, and I sketched out the outfit on a croquis. I actually sewed a pair of pants to go with the top, but I'm not highlighting those today. So for the first time, you guys, I sketched something. I draw stick people. I cannot draw. So using her croquis to draw the clothes on was very helpful, and I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, but I think I did a great job for the first try. And I look forward to doing that again in the future. To test the amount of stretch in the fabric that you're going to use, measure a piece of fabric the length of this gray rectangle, and then stretch it from that point to the end of the white rectangle. And if it stretches all the way easily, then your fabric has enough stretch for this garment. You can find this rectangle on the back of the pattern envelope. The fabric suggestions are cotton knits, jersey, interlock, and rib knit. And it has to have at least 35% of stretch on the cross grain. I used this tiny rib knit that I picked up from Joann's a long time ago, and it's very lightweight, and I chose it because I knew I was gonna wear it in the warmer months during summer. I used my Baby Lock Soprano for the center front seam and the hems, and the Vibrant Serger for everything else. And this is what it looks like on the body. I cut a size small because after checking with patternreview.com, I saw that people were having issues with the sizing. There's that cute ruching down the center front. And the ties I love. They're what I used to create the ruching by feeding the ties through the casings that were created on the center front. I love the sleeve because it falls just above that wrist bone, at least on my arms. They do. And then the back, I always do a swayback adjustment. I did it with this one, but you can still see that there's a puddle of fabric forming right there at the middle of my back. So I don't know why that didn't work out this time. Anyway, I love it. It's an easy sew, beginner friendly. There are only 3 pattern pieces needed to sew this top. So yeah, it's a winner. You guys go check it out. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below. If you would like to be notified when I post new content here to my YouTube channel, then I invite you to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button down below. And when you subscribe, make sure that you hit the little bell to the right of that subscription box so that you will be notified when I post new videos. And I do have more coming. I have more pattern reviews. I have a sew along that I'm working on. And yes, there's more content coming. So make sure you get subscribed. And until next time, always remember, when you live in your design, it is from there that God shines. That means when you live according to the way that you have been created, it is from that place that God will use you to bless other people. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.